So Jesus and his disciples were walking by the pool of Bethesda, and they saw a man who was born blind. And they said, "Master, whose sin caused this man to be born blind? Was it his sin, or was it his parents?" And Jesus said, no, neither. This was given to him so that the glory of God could be seen through him. He said, "Remember, I am the light of the world." And he bent down, he spat on the ground, he made some mud, and he put it on the man's eyes. And then he said, go and wash in the pool. And so the man went. And when he washed his eyes, he could see. And so he went back home, and his neighbors looked at him, and they didn't know if it was the same man or not. And they were asking, "Is this the man that we knew? Is it our neighbor?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "It is." He said, "It's me. It's the man who was blind." They said, "Well, what happened? How did you get your healing?" And he said, well, it was this man called Jesus, and he made mud and he put it on my eyes, and he said to go and wash, and I did. I could see. And so they took him off to the Pharisees, and the man told the Pharisees everything. Well, this caused a ruckus among the Pharisees, because there was one group who was saying that this was evil, this was not of God, because it was done on the Sabbath. And the other guys were arguing with them, saying, God doesn't allow miracles to happen through evil people. So they were at each other. So then they turned to the man and they said, "Well, what kind of a man do you think it was that healed you?" Instantly he said, "He was a prophet." Well, they didn't like that answer one little bit. And so they started arguing. They said, maybe he wasn't born blind in the first place. So they sent off for his parents, and his parents came, and they were really quaking. They were quaking in their boots, because they knew that the Pharisees had the power to throw them out of the synagogue and out of the temple. Well, that was social death, financial death. And so they were really scared, but they said, well, all we know is that he is our son, and he was born blind, but he's an adult. Why don't you ask him what happened? And so once again, they asked the guy what happened. In fact, first of all, they said to him, don't worship. Worship God. Don't worship this man. Worship God. Give your praises to God. And he said, I don't know anything about theology. All I know is I was blind, and now I can see. It's as simple as that. And so they asked him to tell him the story once again. And he said, I've already told you. Why do you want to hear it again? Do you want to be his disciples? Well, they were furious. They said, how dare you? How dare you say something like that to us? How dare you? I mean, don't you know that we follow Moses? And he talked to God. We don't know who this man gets his authority from. We have no idea. And the man who was born blind said, you don't know who he gets his authority from. He said, look at me. I was blind, and now I can see. God doesn't let miracles be worked through men who are evil. He just doesn't. Well, the Pharisees were furious. They said, are you trying to lecture us? And they threw him out. They threw him out of the synagogue, threw him out. Well, Jesus heard about this, and he came to find the man. And he said, do you believe in the Son of God? And he said, oh, Lord, he said, tell me who he is so that I might believe. And he said, you've already seen him, and with your own eyes. It's the one who's talking to you. And the man just fell down and he worshipped him.